Oh, good. We're going back to California, so I always say Robert Hamilton Owens makes the Dos Equis guy look boring because he is the most interesting man in the world. Robert was a PJ, Special Forces PJ in the Air Force in his 20s, and at 72 rode 40 some odd days in a row across the Atlantic Ocean, and at 73 ran 40 miles on a new knee at whatever it was, 2 o'clock in the morning when we went to Running Man. So he is a unique character, and he is actually the guy who introduced me to our mutual friend Chuck Patterson
Oh,
years
no
ago.
way. That's
So
amazing. Well, first of all, I'm intimidated. Second of all, it's like that the Legend series should be on him, not me.
we've had him on many times. So
All right, all right, all
you're up.
right.
I'll tell Chuck hi for you. He lives down the street.
Awesome, sweet. Yeah, Czech is my brother, man. Give him a big hug for me.
Did you see that new video of him doing Nazare?
I know. I did, was he on skis at Nazaré?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
oh,
just did it.
what a kook. I love this guy.
I have my question is, you have your 100%, and then you have your 80% buffer.
Yep.
And how
Well,
do you know? How do you know what the 20% is of the 80%? Where you say, I'm going to back off just a little bit.
yeah, that's a very good question. Obviously, I'm not in a cockpit. I'm not flying a plane where I have all these gauges and markers and I know what I have in my fuel tank. All this is very approximative and subjective, right? Yet we all know when you do something long enough and you repeat it a lot, you know where you stand based on your performance, just naturally, right?
Right.
And this is a great example, for example, that I would have to gauge that is when we base jump, when you jump off a cliff and you have ground rush, the ground is coming at you and you haven't opened your parachute, you don't have an altimeter. Skydiving, you do, you're jumping at 12,000 or 13 or 14,000 feet, and you have essentially a watch that tells you how high or how low you are, and you kind of know when to pull your parachute, right? But when you're base jumping, you have to develop your biological altimeter. And I think the only way to develop that sense of brinksmanship, to know where you stand based on your performance, yeah, if it's 75 or 80%, roughly about the same. It's kind of like a ballpark, right? But when you're maxed out, when you can't ski any faster and you're barely holding on, that for sure. But you also know when you're just chilling and you still have a lot of gas under the tank. So I think repetition and immersion brings you that understanding of self and the environment. I think repetition brings self-calibration. And so I'm able to establish that through self-calibration. And self-calibration is personal assessment of skills and desire and environmental assessment as well, in order to be able to position accordingly. Does that
Yeah.
answer it?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Robert.
You guys got to hang out at some when I don't know, when you're with Chuck or something. You guys got to hang out sometime.